Going live. You are now live.
Hey, y'all, we are live. I forgot to turn the lights on. This is Marlon with Crappie Closet.
Hey.
Audio check. If everybody hear us currently, if anybody's even logged on yet. Oh my goodness, look, now we can see.
What up, good people? What up?
We went from being dark to light. Look at that.
And that's not a metaphor by accident.
Oh, dang it, I need to go more towards me. Just hair. That's probably already too much. All right. Now that we're organized or unorganized. Hey y'all. I don't know. We got one person on right now. The one person who's on, whoever that is, do the audio work? Can you hear us? Two people on. Sorry. I 2,000. We got 2,000.
No, it's
people
200,000.
200,000.
We are broadcasting worldwide.
Oh, Getsy is on here. Says, get on up.
Get on up.
And various sunbathing is on here too.
All right.
Where are we gonna stop? I tell you what, while everybody's getting on, we'll get to the Crappie Closet stuff in a second, as far as like the booth and information and the dates and all that stuff. But as a warm-up,
okay, let's
you
go.
just went fishing in Berryessa. How was your trip to Berryessa?
It was a little bit of a grind. I didn't believe I'd drop shot 80% of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I threw a couple of my big baits that I have, dragged the jig, threw my swim bait. We stumbled across a deep school of crappie. They didn't want to do anything. I think the bite windows were just jacked for the day, period. Even talked to the guys after they got off. You know, most people were talking about 5, maybe 7 fish total. And that was pretty much what our bag was. Yeah, that's not counting the ones we didn't miss or the ones we dumped at the boat.
Yeah, the bites or any of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, about 15 bites total for 2 people the whole day.
That's not horrible.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, it's winter time.
Yeah.
You're in January winter time. It's not horrible.
I think my biggest thing was the fact that I had a drop shot in my hand most of the day.
Yeah.
And
it's slow going.
And that's just what it is. You know, I don't profess to be the greatest, but that's not a tool. And let me rephrase that. That's a tool I actually need to learn more of for days like that.
Yeah.
For days like that. Just show a little more patience with that.
Yeah,
you know, not to knock it. It catches fish. We caught fish. I was shocked. Caught fish on some baits I just poured. A new worm that I just poured, which was you know, that's always kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's real gratifying knowing that you've done something that the fish really do react to.
Yeah. So that it works and it all bites out.
Yep.
I do have a question for you, actually, Mr. Crappie Master.
We will answer it.
I went to Poodle Creek Bridge this weekend, and there was no crappie on Poodle Creek Bridge. So where would they have gone?
They have moved all the way out. They were there yesterday, but not stacked.
Yeah, I was expecting to see like schools of them.
Well,
and I rolled in there and I was like, oh, there's like one here, one there, but there's no like school.
Well, there was actually a school 50 feet to 100 feet off the pilings.
Okay.
On the main lake side.
Yeah, I didn't spend much time in that. I looked at the rock on the one side. I looked at the bridge piling, and that was it. I didn't actually like start wandering around.
No,
I was kind of surprised.
Part of it, if you've noticed this weekend, bird activity was at an all-time low. There was not much, so that tells you either bait is super deep or not concentrated.
Yeah, there was, if outside, like towards the main lake side, there was birds like a minute out there. Like
not
if you were at the bridge, you weren't gonna cast to them. You had to like
go out
almost to the 5 mile an hour buoy.
Yeah,
like way out there.
Yeah. And so that's that was the story of the lake, really. 'Cause normally you can say, well, we can find a pile of bait and then kind of branch off from that pile of bait to start
Yeah.
finding fish. But that was not the case, really, because you really couldn't find much bait. And so I got more delta roots. So my thing is I needed to find sticks and structure. And
Yeah.
we rode up to the Uticera Creek Cove area. We found fish back there. They just didn't want to move. Didn't want to move. They were hugged. I mean, a guy had live scope, and I could see how the activity of the fish makes a difference.
Yeah.
Most of these fish were tight to trees, tight to structure, even tight to rock when we would see them. The ones that were moving, he had some kind of move on his bait a little bit, but the fish he caught, he didn't see him bite. He was actually just dragging his bait, running his bait, or I was dragging the drop shot, and they just happened to bite. But it wasn't a target-rich environment.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. But yeah, part of the reason why they moved off bait, 1, 2, you do have a prevailing current coming out from under Pewter Creek.
And that was kind of why I was wondering if that current that was coming out either made them go up current or pushed them off current. I wasn't sure which way they would go. That's why as you know, I don't know much about crappie.
Hey, I'm still learning every day. And just the moment you think you know it all, they do something a little different. And so, you think they're supposed to be deep, you can find them in 10 feet of water. You think they're supposed to be shallow, they're off 30 feet deep. So there's always some little nuance to just fishing in general, because they don't know the tendencies that we're looking for. They're just doing what they do.
Yeah.
But most likely they probably weren't hugging the bridge because there is a lot of water coming down into the lake. We even went over the Pope Canyon Bridge, and normally we can find some like we did, hug to the rocks. There weren't any in there outcropping in the rocks. They weren't. The lake came up 10, 12 feet in the last week.
Yeah, it's
so
it's only when I was there on this weekend, it was like 4 from the top, and I want to say it was more than 10 foot down.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 10 foot-ish.
You can almost call it full pool at this point.
Yeah, like it's enough that we're definitely good through the summer. The water's back into the trees. There's some island tops that I saw that had disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Comments are going crazy. Oreo Cream 93, do you know who that is? It says Grumpy.
That's my grandbaby and daughter.
Guess he got get on up.
My granddaughter calls me Grumpy.
There is somebody, just Casey, says, you know my name. Elau says, get on up.
Get on up.
Camo Joe says, what's good? Crappie Closet Lures. Casey says hi to everybody. And they say back. Get caught up on that. Well, now that they're in,
let's go for it.
You have some new bait since the last time you've been on here, and you still have some of your old bait. What do you want to talk about first? You want to start with bass stuff? You want to start with crappie stuff?
Let's go.
I guess we should start with what booth you're at, which was 33,
36. I'll be a guest vendor in the Ghost Bait and Tackle shop booth. We're pretty much
that's in the bass section, like the same kind of area as Gone Fishing.
We're right across from Western Outdoors, and right next to the beef jerky booth. But
that's gotta be hard to be next to the beef.
No, it's not. I'm 53 years old. I'm over 50. You gotta watch what type of food you put in your body.
It's Heartburn Express.
Man, I had some bad pizza today, and I'm paying for that right now. So you got to pay attention. But yeah, we're in that booth. I think Blade Runners jigs. He does the spoons and spinner baits. He's in the booth as well. I think there was another guy that's supposed to be in the booth as well, but that's pretty much what's going down in the booth. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of, we'll just say, quote unquote, crappie jigs. I have a curly tail. I have the standard, like the Bobby Garland Stinger. I got a 2.5-inch swim bait.
This curly tail?
That's curly tail, yeah. It's got a little anisette on it.
Nice and sticky. Hopefully this comes out. So you got the curly tail style.
Yeah. And then one of my favorites, is actually a newer bait as well, is the I call it a mermaid shad. It's got a real small profile, real narrow, but it's got a like a whale tail or a mermaid tail to it. Yes, that's what that is.
I only guess this because it kind of tail. Hopefully that comes out on camera.
Yeah, and it's something about reason why I bought that bait is
so this tail goes right to left, not up and down. Like a normal kind of one. You have the two tips stacked on top of each other. This one goes right to left, kind of like a whale.
Like a whale tail. Yep, like a whale tail. And it's been proven already. Even on some of the tougher days, I can throw that bait on and get a good reaction. And then sometimes I'll bite it down to make it a little smaller, but I can still
bite the head off.
Bite the head off. Yeah, to make it a little smaller, because sometimes just that shorter bait, 36-ounce jig head, gets a better strike. And then if you're around a bunch of bluegill and you're trying to catch fish, you should need a smaller profile so they can eat it.
And then this is your stinger.
That's the stinger shad. Yeah, that's creamsicle.
So it's got a nice long tail to it. I'm sure it has plenty of action because I can't even hold it still on my hand. Creamsicle.
Those are delicious. And that's been a proven color. Semi-stained to stained water. Good eyesight. And they just react to it. And then the monkey milk, which is a standard color in every color.
That's this color.
And that's the 2.5-inch swim bait. And the reason why I say a quote unquote crappie baits is these two baits in general. I've caught my fair share of 4 to 6 pound bass on them. And between the Delta, Berryessa, and Clear Lake.
Yeah, they're not bass eat small stuff.
And this time of year, so actually,
they're not gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah, the fall is a good time for a small bait, though.
Yes.
Fall is a good time. Now I don't know.
Focus on that small time.
Yeah, now I couldn't tell you what they want to do.
Yeah, I don't know how many I've just from watching YouTube and stuff like that, and people will talk about they're crappie fishing and they catch their like PB bass when they're like crappie fishing inside of a tree or whatever it is,
exactly,
Oklahoma or wherever the state they're from, and they're fishing for crappie using 15-foot poles and all this other like stuff, and then they're like, hey, that's a bass. They reach down, pick up their bass stuff, and then bam, and they're right there with each other, same kind of stuff, because they're like he's gonna eat that thing, but like I need a little bit better tackle than their 6-pound line or whatever they're using. Well, some of those crappie guys in some of that, they're using like 15-pound
braid.
Line.
They 15-pound braid.
Yeah,
15-pound braid. I have 3 or 4 rods with 15-pound braid. Most of them are my 12 to 14 foot for that particular style fishing, and the other 2 I call my Clear Lake crappie rods for this time of year when we're catching 2.5 to 3.5 pound crappie.
Yeah, for the gorilla crappie.
Exactly, because you can't play with them.
Them guys are mean.
You can't play with a 3-pound crappie. 3-pound crappie, you can't bow flip it if you don't have a net. You might as well forget it, or you're pretty much jumping in the water every time you catch a fish.
Yeah, or you're trying to do the Bassmaster scooping in the belly and all that.
You can lip them,
going crazy.
You can lip them. And the funny thing is, between Berryessa and Clear Lake, 8 times out of 10, you're bringing them out of 30 feet in Berryessa. Clear Lake, you bring them out of 15 to 20 feet and shallower. And so by the time the Berryessa crappie gets to the boat, he's like tired and spun, and he just gave up. The Clear Lake crappie fight until the Clear Lake crappie fight until they get to the boat. And so that's why a lot of guys think they have a bass on when they got a 3-pound crappie.
Yeah.
So but no, it should be a good time. 4 days, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, Thursday through Sunday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's planning to be a good time for me. Selfishly speaking, I hope something comes out of it other than selling just a couple baits.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What? So you got a whole bunch of baits available, like crappie wise. I'm sure you'll be there to talk with if people want to know like what kind of colors, what all that kind of stuff. You'll get all that squared away because I mean you're kind of for the most part there's certain colors you can get away with, right? Like the monkey milk and stuff like that.
Monkey milk. There's
what's your like top 3 general colors if you were just fish?
The top 3 colors I keep in my box is a monkey milk. I don't have this other color with me. It's a blue it's a blue monkey milk laminate.
Keep talking. I might have it.
No, you don't got this one.
Oh, holding me out.
Blue monkey milk laminate and anything with chartreuse in it, chartreuse and white, chartreuse and blue, which is like a bluegrass from Bobby Garland. And then the 4th one, if I had to have it, and I call this one the last resort, which is black and chartreuse. For some reason, it just works when no other bait works. So it's usually about 4 I try to keep with me. And that would be similar. Now I've got a hybrid of it.
Yeah.
So you
know what half these colors are, but I got them.
If you can't catch anything with that right now, they're not biting.
Yeah, this and basically jig heads, and that's pretty much all I take. Is this crappie closet box and those jig heads, and then I just run out there.
Yeah, like to any bass guy, I would say if you bass fish, I would say keep you a small box of, let's just call it micro gear. We won't call it crappie gear. Call it micro gear, because a lot of times when that bite is real tough, you just shrink down size. You're going to shrink down your speed and everything, and you'll start catching bass.
There's a gentleman who used to be in the bass club, and that's what he would do. He would go work like the outside rock ledges in that like November, December time, and he would throw crappie bait, and that's how he would catch them, and he would kick our butt on them. And then everybody would be like, well, what are you throwing? And he'd be like, oh, I'm throwing this tiny little thing. And everybody's like, yeah, sure. And he's like, okay, don't believe me. He's like, he's still kicking our butt with it.
It's proven. I know one of the tournaments I got into, the first Berryessa tournament, I got all hyped up about bass fishing. I didn't even bring one spinning rod out, nothing. And I didn't catch nothing that day. And I just reset. And I think almost all day I threw nothing but small baits. Yeah. And I ended up catching like 30 fish that day. So, exactly.
The only one we haven't talked about, what's this one?
That is, I just call it a split tail. It's like a fluke, a minnow. It's a little minnow, split tail minnow, which is one of my favorites as well. Everything I'll have in my box will be the swim bait, the split tail. Now, since I have the mermaid shad and the stinger, those are really the 4 shapes I have in my box, and I'll have pretty much 4 colors of those.
And then as far as like custom colors, if somebody has a custom color, they can work with you. I'm assuming
we can
probably like minimum.
We can go there. Right? Minimum order is going to be 80 pieces, which is basically a full run for me. We can talk price when you contact me or DM me or whatever. But actually, you have a bait in there, that one at the top corner. This one I don't put in production. And
because it's a pain in the butt to make.
It's a pain. It's a 2-piece. I don't know if anybody can see it up close, but it's a 2-piece bait. I mostly pour them with a chartreuse tail. I've got some with a gold tail and a silver tail, and this is the blue monkey milk pattern as well. Only you guys can see the color that well. But what I like about it, like I said, I'm a big bait fisherman for crappie, and what I like about it is the big profile. I am actually eliminating a lot of small fish in the school.
Yeah.
And so I can pull out when they're keying on a little bit of bigger bait. I mean, I've thrown it even in schools in December, and they didn't want anything big. So I had to straight down and throw the smaller baits. But once they start keying on the bigger baits, I'm all in on that much bigger baits. Everything is 2.5 to 3.5 inches. I'm not looking for 5-inch crappie.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, like, you got your tournament series, right? Like,
yeah.
it would be nice to be able to eliminate,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if you're going for the bigger bites and you got a big school, you could be able to eliminate a lot, or a section of them just by getting that bigger
Yeah.
profile.
So like I haven't really fished much live scope for crappie. I've been on some boats. A couple of guys they're still new, and so they haven't been able to really dial in and really set up and go after them. But I've watched the guys on video, and I've watched guys target bigger fish. Um, it still isn't my cup of tea. I probably say it because I don't have the tool yet. Um, but but I still enjoy the fact that I would, point to where they are and let's go find it. I like the
Yeah.
mystery of it still. Go ahead.
I like the school, like just being able to know where the school is. But as far as like watching my
Yeah,
bait, it's
yeah,
really like a depth thing. Like
yeah,
I don't really need it. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool to watch them come floating out of the school. Like you bring your bait through the school and then you see like a single come out behind your bait.
mm-hmm.
That is fun. But like, I really just need to know where to cast. That's where
Yeah, and that's the better thing because I think it's still fun to be blind casting and all of a sudden you feel that tick or thump or whatever it is and go for it. But a lot of times what will happen is the bigger fish are on. There are one or two ways they're going to set up. They're either in the back of the school or at the bottom of the school. As far as like, let's say you're at the edge of the school, the docks or the school you're facing this way. The bigger fish are actually sometimes will be towards the bank or towards the back of the current or whatever. That's how they'll set up. So if there's any type of current, they'll be in the back of the school, in the back of the current, facing into the current. If it's on a lake, they'll actually sit on the shallower side a lot of times.
So basically, what you're saying is like, let's say a school's coming towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make a cast at the back side of that school.
You want to get to the back of the school and stay on top of the school while you bring your bait. Crappie feet up, they see up. If you drag your bait and let's say you are trying to pluck that school and pick off, you actually want to keep cast to the front of the school and pull from the front.
Yeah.
And so you don't.
Yes, you're not pulling them through the whole.
So you don't spook the school.
Yeah.
Because they are so spooky. They're like little.
Yeah, there's times where I've caught them and like you catch one, and they all clam up, and then you give it like 10 minutes and you catch another one. But then like if you ever pull a solo out and then catch that one, you can catch another one right behind. Like as long as you're not in that school.
If you don't disturb the school, it's okay. But once that school gets skittish, they won't even move. They'll just sit there. And you're betting they won't move. They'll sit there because they want to be there.
Like they either sit there or just like the whole thing just settles.
It'll sink down.
And then after a little bit, you see it start to rise up, and that's when you can start to get big.
Yeah, exactly. So that's crappie in a nutshell. A lot of people say they have them figured out, and you can have them 80% figured out.
Yeah, it's like anything.
It'll be that
the living creatures.
Yeah, it'll be that 20% that'll have you dumbfounded.
Right.
So, it's like anything. It's an 80-20 rule. Yeah. So, but yeah, this weekend plans to be big for me. We've got, and then other than that, we've got our tournament series coming up. We got February 7th. We will be checking in and weighing in at the Richmond Park and Grill. That's in Kelseyville. So the nearest, you can boat in. You would want to launch at Red Bud Marina in City of Clear Lake and boat in. Come in, get some burritos. They got some breakfast burritos and coffee there. When we come back in to weigh in, please order some drinks and some food. Let's patronize these people that are opening up their business to us.
And they have good food. And they have good drink.
Yes.
And I have not had a breakfast burrito from them, but
it's solid. They're solid.
Multiple different people.
Yeah, they're solid. And so that's it in a nutshell. Just come out to $175. That includes standard entry fee, big crappie, big bass, and then we also will be having a team of the year cumulative weights for all the tournaments, and everybody will be able to remove one tournament. They can remove their worst tournament, or if they did not show up to a tournament, that's the tournament they can 86. And so we've got one tournament down. There is 1, 2, February, March, April. 3 more tournaments plus the championship weekend.
Okay.
So, yep.
Comments wise, old princess. I mean Brian Colin
Okay.
tags in.
All right. What's up, Brian?
He said, "Who misses me?" and gets he says, "Meh." Yes, Eli, my mic was muted when I was outside the room. I figured it out though. Took a second. Ivan Laz 5113.
That's who I was fishing with yesterday.
Northwest are strolling crappie baits also. What's up, Marlon? That's who you're fishing with yesterday?
That's who I was with yesterday. What's up, Ivan? He's a good young man. He's on the fence about coming and hanging with the Reapers. But he's a good fisherman. He's real. He's into it. He's going to be a really, really good man. Really good fisherman. He's really knowledgeable and he's dead ass into it.
Well, you're welcome to come stop by one of our meetings, first Tuesday of the month in the round table in Vacaville, right off the freeway, off of
Alamo.
Mm-hmm. The one that's right by the freeway. I think the other one's also on Alamo, but it's like way down at the end. It's the one right there at the freeway. It's right across the street from Ren's Cafe. Where is that?
Yeah, right.
There's also a
coffee shop,
a kids ballerina place there, but I wouldn't think any of these people would know where that is.
Well, Journey Coffee is on the other side of the building from Round Table.
Tom Smith asked. Oh, actually, Camo Joe said they're finicky little words. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. I don't know if it tags me or not for that. But
they're finicky little suckers. They're finicky little suckers.
Yeah, finicky little suckers. Tom Smith asked top 5 crappie channels. 3-pound crappie. Top 5 crappie channels.
Channels.
I'm guessing he means channels as in like YouTube channels. Do you know any YouTube channels that are really good?
Really good. You've got. For knowledge, probably one of the better guys out there, and he's entertaining, is Richard Jean, the Fishing Machine. He's entertaining, but he's a good dude. He's out of Alabama. D Crappie, Crappie Head TV is pretty decent. They do more kind of an entertaining thing. He's a guide out of Texas. Sometimes Lake Fork Guide, but I think that's really an advertisement for Guggen.
Yeah, he does. I actually just saw an interview with him, and he's actually ate up with crappie fishing. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot of his channel. He has to bounce around. He can't just keep doing it.
Yeah, no, he's a multi-species.
He actually said bass, crappie, and whitetail deer, and that's if he had to do just those 3 things for the rest of his life, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Those are his 3 passions.
Yeah. So, there's not many of them. There's an old, I can't remember that guy's name. It's an older dude. I just kind of picked him up a little bit, but I don't watch too many of them because their crappie behavior is a little different from ours because most of those guys are in the South and their water still.
They're mud water.
It's either darker water or they got warmer water still right now.
Yeah.
And so to even pick up on a lot of how our rivers are tidal, it's the way everything works. You can get some general knowledge, but that specific knowledge, it's real difficult to really kind of key in on. Some of the best things is some of the local Facebook pages and ask your questions on some of those. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
There are like my channel, I'll pick up crappie every once in a while. There's some kayakers. I cannot remember their name right now, but there's some kayakers that will also do crappie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you kind of have to like lake search as far as local.
Yeah. The best thing come
crappie Lake Berryessa.
Yeah, I would tell you this: come to the show, come talk to me, and that would be a good way. Bounce the ideas off of people. I've been in California my whole life, and I just turned up the heat on crappie fishing in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
once my last kid got over 18. So that's what that's been.
And
So
then Tom Smith also asked, how has scope changed the crappie game? And that's depends on if you're old school or new school. Like you can still catch fish without it.
I go out.
You can still catch fish
If I'm focused on crappie fishing, and it don't have to be Clear Lake, I can go out and catch them. The boats I usually go on, mine and some family and friends, most of us don't have live scope. If we focus on it, we're locked in. Because that's one thing I will say about the Delta. You can catch them. You got to leave your bass sticks at home. You have to leave your bass sticks at home. Otherwise, you'll get frustrated and you won't keep trying. But it's a matter of, in the Delta, weed edges. It's not always deep water. Trying to find bait migration. It's really a lot of the same keys as any lake for the most part. You can find structure. I was out Sunday up north. I found 5 or 6 different schools of them.
On Berry.
No, on the Delta.
On Delta.
We were in Liberty. Found some schools.
Nice.
They were not biting, not at all. I mean, we beat up on them for about an hour. I'm cycling through baits, cycling through jig head size, cycling through everything. They just did not want to do anything. Found another school, same thing. Found another school, same thing. It was just how the bite window was set up. It's, I think everything's still stabilizing after these fronts came through.
Yeah. They got a lot of water flow.
Exactly.
There's a lot of,
and none of these places, none of these places were more than 10 feet.
Yeah.
And so they're there. They can be found, but it's just patience and the perseverance. And once you get them going, once you figure out what you were doing, that perfect cast, you just got to replicate it. That's it. But you can find them everywhere. They're everywhere. They're in pretty much every lake in this state.
Yeah. And they're fun.
Fun, and fun.
Now, as far as, was there anything else crappie before we switch over to the bass stuff?
Let's go bass. Let's go.
All right. Bass stuff. What do you have? What's your offers? What do you got that you're putting on the market out there?
As far as getting ready to start putting into a couple stores, we've got for visual, we've got a Cinco, 6-inch Cinco. They are heavily salted. We can do any color you want. I've got some of my favorite colors. I've created a color. I call it Humboldt 420, and basically it's green pumpkin and purple. Green pumpkin and purple. And I make it also in one of my I make a speed crawl. This is about a 2.5-inch body, 3.5-inch total. Yeah, and those are good 2-watt offset hook, 2-watt worm hook. You can use about a 2.5 ounce to 3/4 ounce, flip it anywhere you want. They will get bit. Will get bit. Also, jig trailer is perfect. Once again, these will be in a couple local marina stores and tackle shops pretty soon.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. And when it comes out, that we'll get it all posted and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Are you doing any of these, or you're not releasing that yet?
No, we can bring that out. This is the new pintail worm.
So we'll talk about this. I actually just started throwing this. I've already caught fish on it. This is one of the baits that you're talking about. You were catching on that very end.
That was pretty much the only bait. That drop shot.
This is a pintail worm. You could drop shot it. You could Nico rig it, Neko,
whatever. Yeah. Wacky it.
You could Texas rig this. You could wacky rig it. You could it's just a good generic, nice bait with a lot of action to it. I mean, you can kind of see how much it moves around while I'm moving it around. I caught fish on a different color. One of these ones in this bag.
So sprayed grass.
Color. This weekend, just Nico rigging it, screwing around with it, playing. I think it's a really good bait. Nice, good action to it while I was messing with it. I had shallow, was messing with it, had some good action to it.
That tail, because of how thin it is, it's almost similar to the crappie stinger. It really flutters like nobody's business.
And then there's another one.
It's a 5-inch.
That's just like a 5-inch I don't know, just a regular like stick worm kind of thing. Um, these
Most
are
of
again back to the same kind of thing. You can Nico, you can. I mean, it's just a good all around bait that you could use for a lot of your stuff. Um, this one's a little less action, like it's a little more muted. It still has action, but it's not as like wild as this one is with that tail. So if you want to like mute it down a little bit, you have, but it still does have like a step out for the tail. So it does have like a little action to it on there, like a tail action to it.
yeah, exactly. It's most of the worms will be. You can just call me up. Let's create a color that's best for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather go ahead and do some of the stuff on a custom basis. Once again, the minimum orders like for the worms will be like 20 pieces. Um, and we can discuss price at that point. And it usually takes me about 3 to 5 days to pour on a custom bait. I don't stock too many because most of my focus is on crappie baits.
And it'd be hard too with if you want like a special color. There's no way you're gonna know what color I want to work.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd rather go ahead and custom color most of the bass baits until I really start stocking stores.
And then you have your swim bait.
Oh, you pick it up and talk about it. You've been throwing it.
So I've been throwing this. It's actually just about time. We're actually, Brian and I are trying to schedule a Clear Lake tournament, or not tournament, a Clear Lake trip so that we can go throw this. Because I'm sure they're going to clobber it, especially up that shallow, running it through the brush and all that stuff. I haven't even looked at Clear Lake level. I'm sure it's
I'm sure 7.
It's up there.
It's at 7 right now, from what I think. I could be.
So it's still a foot short, but it's
that's full pool. I mean,
yeah, 8 foot. I think it's full pool. It's full enough that you're not going to know the difference.
No.
And not overflowing.
Yeah, everything is. And if we get one of those like this week, I would plan the trip this week.
Yeah,
this weekend is supposed to be. It's where we're like I said, we're hovering consistent temperatures, even though it is getting colder at night. Air temp. I mean, Berryessa got up when we got off the lake yesterday. Berryessa was 55 degrees surface.
Yeah,
and so I would imagine Clear Lake is, even though it's a little considered a mountain lake, it's still going to warm up. So those afternoons, a lot of times, are going to be your better times to get out and find something hovering in the grass or just slightly offshore in that 15 to 20 foot range.
Yeah, if you don't get lost and just go crappie fishing. That's my problem this time of the year on Clear Lake, because I get lost and start crappie fishing instead of bass fishing.
It's nothing wrong with it's nothing wrong with boating 200-300 fish in 4 hours. So that's addicting. Clear Lake can spoil you, especially like the crappie bite is on. Bass will really, really turn on for the highly skilled minnow guys. Again, probably this weekend it should turn up the heat on that.
Yeah, and where you're not catching numbers, but you're catching quality.
Yeah, you're gonna run up on some bigs and get the fish of a lifetime, and you're gonna catch it on 10-pound fluorocarbon.
Yeah. And a spinning reel.
Yeah, exactly.
For the rigging on this, it's just a 12-aught beast hook. It's about the best way that I've rigged it. I'm still messing with some other things. I have some other things, but that 12-aught beast hook on this thing is money. I mean, this thing runs really good with that.
Yeah,
and you can run it through whatever you want. It'll wind it right through. There's a nice good thump. If you find that speed, there's a good thump in this tail,
and it rolls, and it rolls and wobbles pretty good.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of that head wobble, and that little like this tail gives it enough on that beast that it does all the good things on there.
Yeah, and then you can rig it weightless if you get a beast hook with no unweighted hook. Only, and you can say it's a good thing or a bad thing. I threw it at Clear Lake like this. It will roll over flat, and then you just let it flutter. You can almost like pop it, almost like a jerk bait. And it'll flutter through the water, and then if you pop it again, it'll roll to its side a little bit. But then when it does that, you just let it settle. So I imagine that would be another way that will trigger some nasty bites.
Just be that little bit of different.
Yeah.
Give it that action.
Yeah. And just let it flutter down. And everybody knows once you stop something from running, a lot of those fish want to go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is not.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No, it's 9 inches.
I'll tell the girl. I'll tell them that's 9
Yeah,
inches.
we tell them that.
It's a 3-inch, but I'll tell them it's 9.
But we can run it in 3 different. I have a medium hard, medium density, and a super soft. It's 9 inches. Yeah.
Nice.
And a super soft. I've been trying to figure out what's the best. Because you're running a beast hook and you don't even have to skin hook it at the top. You're not going to get caught up in any grass too often if you get down in there.
Yeah, it's got enough wide enough back across it that if you have that beast hook poked out of it, you can even pull it up off the body a little bit so that tip is nice and exposed, and it won't get hung in anything. No. That back stops it, right? Like it's blocked in there.
Yeah, and even if it's rolling over in the grass, you just rip it out of the grass and it'll keep moving.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to play with textures and everything. So if anybody want one, let me know. We can see what we can do and get something to you pretty soon.
And then your hardness, you can actually, just by changing the softness between soft to medium to hard, it changes the action of it.
Yes. Now the soft,
if there's something, you can fine tune it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So the soft, I've got 1 or 2 out there. They told me they haven't fished it yet. But to me, it feels like it's just too soft. I think the tail, the action of the tail is just too violent, and it'll make it roll over even with the dead weight at the bottom. And you can also jig head fish it too. So if you wanted to throw a big jig head on it and go lean cod fishing with it, I've showed it to a couple boat captains.
A little bit.
Yeah, I've showed it to a couple boat captains. They are kind of excited. They're talking to me about getting some for their boats.
And if you didn't notice, there's a hook slot in it. And that's what I was messing with earlier. It's stuck together, but there's a hook slot in it, so that beast hook slides right up in there.
And it rigs easy. It's not a tough rig. You can change colors or whatever.
Probably should ask you before. Are you able to make this without the hook slot?
I can't. You did have some without the hook slot. I gave you the first gens when I first got them on.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's if you are planning on.
I think we both mutilated it trying to make a hook slot.
I definitely played. I've even done some modifications off of this to try and we're see if I could do some other little wild stuff with it.
Yeah.
Just playing with it, right? Yeah. Just learning with it.
Yeah. So if you guys have any ideas on it, I'm more than welcome to it. Hit me, DM me, Facebook, Instagram. If you got my number, hit me there too. I just think with the big bait trend, I think that this is and the price point we'll have it at will be really good. Once again, DM me for any type of numbers.
And then we got a question. Tom Smith asks, best rigging for Delta crappie, bobber, drop shot, or swim baiting? Which one are you doing?
It just depends on the time of year. Right now, 32nd ounce jig head and a bobber.
Just soak it on the outside of a weed line?
Outside of a weed line. If you got a skinny creek or a slough, you can drag it across the slough. Oddly enough, sometimes you have to go ahead and cast your jig head without a bobber, an 1/8 ounce, just to find the depth of that slough or whatever, if you don't have it on the depth finder. Sometimes you need to figure out how high the weeds are. Crappie on the depth.
Yeah, if you're fishing a 4-foot drop and the whole thing's only 4 foot deep.
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes you got to let the fish talk to you. I go out with 3 rods. I don't drop shot. I'm working on a technique and I'm maybe incorporate the drop shot. It's basically a version of punching. And just so you guys know, if you are into crappie fishing on the Delta, do not be afraid to rig your line up 12 to 14 foot rod, 20-pound braid, straight braid, no leaders, and drop shot your bait into that grass, into those vines,
Get
into
in
those.
the junk, just like how you get in there for bass, the crappie are in there.
They are definitely in there, especially if you can find something that's about 6 to 8 feet. They are in there all year round. I've done it. I've done it, and I've broken 2 rods pulling out 6-pound bass doing it too.
Yeah, because they're in there, in there munching around on stuff too.
And believe you me, if I get the right day, I will be punching with a 12-foot rod and a crappie jig in a bass tournament. It'll be a reaper tournament, but I'll be doing
it.
Yeah. I'll be doing it. But I'm a firm believer. Sometimes I like to throw small baits for bass and bigger baits for crappie, relatively speaking. It's just these fish see the same type of things thrown their way constantly, and it's up to us to do something different all the time.
Mix it up a little
exactly.
bit.
You know, you can use the same worm, same stuff that's been around for years. You don't have to go out and buy every new thing from Japan. All the
knockoff version of American
exactly
came from Japan.
Exactly.
But it's brand new and never been seen before.
Worms work.
Knockoff Japan bait.
Worms work. Cross style baits work. All this stuff works. It's just presentation may have to change. And I can't let the whole cat out the bag, but it's a teaser. I am creating a good punch bait right now, creature bait. I'm creating a creature bait. It's in production right now. My guy's one of the best small guys out there, so it takes a while to get stuff, but you guys will be the first to know after I try it. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be something everybody's gonna be wanting. So
you'll have two different punch baits. You punch with this.
I punch with that too. Yeah,
it's a little bit smaller hook.
Yeah,
but yeah, you can punch with this.
Yeah, like I said, I think I've gotten away with a 3-aught, but it's really pushing it. A 2-aught is really good. EWG hook for that bait, and the smallest weight possible. Yeah. Go down as far down as you can go.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. If you can go to a 1/4 ounce or 3/16 on pegged up and just flip it into some sparse toolies, that bait is money. Like I said, let's create some colors. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play with colors. You can play with colors. I can't.
You can just tell me the color, and I think I'm about as close as I am to your Sorry Steve as I can get.
Yeah, this is a Sorry Steve knockoff, or not knockoff, but imitation.
Or it's pretty much a watermelon candy.
Yeah, watermelon candy thing.
Yeah,
it's not imitation or knockoff, but like replica.
Yeah,
that's the word I'm trying to think of. I'm tired.
We all tired. Yeah, for real.
Tom Smith says he's caught gigantic red ear, slab size, drop shot, red worms. Here's a name that you should ring a bell. SQ Hunter. You know SQ Hunter?
No. Give me your real name.
Yeah, he might know by the real name.
Where would I know you from if they ring a bell?
I know everything that's like Camo Joe and stuff like that. Like I know him by like names, the real name.
I'm gonna give Camo Joe a plug. Camo Joe's got some of the best hand-tied jigs out there. You guys reach out to him. He's on Facebook and Instagram, Fishing with Camo Joe. Check him out. He's got some of the best hand ties out there. Some of the guys I fish with, I've given them a couple, and they haven't reached out yet, but they told me that they need to reach out to him and get some more from him. So he's got some of the best hand ties out there.
That's an art.
No,
I've seen it. I've seen people do it, and I'm thinking, man, fingers.
I tie some
by trade, and I can't do some.
I tie some, but I call them incredibly ugly hair jigs. But I do catch fish on them. Hey, no matter what they look like. Yeah, I catch fish on them, and the Berryessa spots level in the spring. Yeah. But come out and see us, man. We're at the International Sportsman's Expo in Sacramento at the Cal Exposition Center. Thursday through Saturday. Doors open at 11 a.m. Thursday and Friday. And Saturday, they open at 10. Come out, enjoy the fun. Come eat. come mingle, come fellowship, all that good stuff. Come check out everything. And then for other note, if you guys come out Sunday and you say happy birthday to me, I'll have a pack of what I call my belly flop jigs for you. I'll have a pack of belly flop jigs for you on Sunday if you come and say happy birthday.
You heard it here.
But you gotta say happy birthday from Straight Hooked Fishing.
Yeah, I was saying you heard it here. Exclusive.
Exclusive. I'm not posting it anywhere else.
If you're on Sunday, well, you got, I mean, this does go out to a lot of different people after this, but you got 1,300 watching right now.
Oh, so man, it went down from 200,000.
It went down from 200,000.
Hey, we worldwide, baby. Let's go.
So Sunday's your actual birthday too?
Sunday is my actual birthday, and I am going
29.
No, I'm turning 54. I'm owning that. I'm carrying these grays with honor. This is a badge.
Right. You get that.
I made it out of Richmond.
Yeah. It's a survival badge.
I made it out of Richmond. But I'm gonna be in Clear Lake on Monday. You guys come say hi to me on Monday. I might not have no jigs for you because I'm gonna be locked in and loaded fishing. But if you guys see us out there on the water, say what's up. Clear Lake is on fire right now.
Elau says, "Get on up and come on out."
You come on out, Elau. You in you in the better half. Come on out and catch some crappie. You guys come out Monday. Let's go. Everybody get up there.
Do the damn 415 says, "I just left with you." Whoever do the damn 415.
Well, I'm glad you made it out today.
He knows who you are, and I'm sure you know who he is, just maybe not his screen name.
Hey, I deal with real names, so yeah. Not aliases.
Heck, I might even know do the damn for all I know.
Hey, you got that big worm right there.
Yeah, the big worm. He's got special force. This is a big giant worm.
It's an 8.5-inch mag worm.
If you want to order it, you can. But it's not on his normal repertoire. I just get to play with it. The
pause.
He does have other creatures. Is that something you normally make?
Yeah, that's
a thing. I don't know how hard it is to make this. In fairness, he just kind of gave me a goodie bag to play with.
No, I mean I've got the mold for it. Once again, that's just if something it's a nice tight small profile punch bait. I've been trying to play with it on a Ned rig.
I'll be honest with you, I drop shot this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing with it on a Ned rig.
I was actually looking at this and thinking Shasta spotted bass, like really any Clearwater lake.
Mm-hmm.
This color and this combo would do beautiful with it.
Yeah, and half of my goal when I'm doing bass baits is actually to import a lot of crappie colors into the fold, just brighten up, because a lot of times bass baits are very boring to look at.
Oh, that's because everybody buys
3 colors.
What is it? David Dudley says, I throw green pumpkin if it's more than 15 foot, and I throw watermelon if it's less than 15 foot. And then he goes, well, if it's a sunny day, I throw green pumpkin if it's more than 15 foot, and watermelon if it's less than 15. And he goes through all these scenarios, and by the end, he just says, I throw green pumpkin at more than 15, and I throw watermelon at less than 15. Like,
keeping it simple, and he's doing what works for him. And that's the thing. Find your groove and stick with it, man. That's what all this is. Have some fun, find your groove, and stick with it. Because all the other stuff is noise.
Yeah.
It's all noise.
Find what works for you, and run with it. There
Mm-hmm.
is no set rules for any of it, whether it's crappie or bass.
Well, you know, it's like our friend Bobby Barrett. He's catching frogfish in Texas in 50-degree water right now.
Yeah.
So why not?
And sticking them. And knows what he's doing.
Exactly. So
I got him.
Throw the rules out the window sometime and fish your instinct. Fish your why nots. Why not throw this? I'm not catching anything anyway. Why not throw that? I'm not catching anything. And have fun. That is purple.
Purple.
That's purple. It's purple magic.
Beautiful color.
Yeah, it's got some gold and purple flake in it.
That's a good looking color.
Don't ask me to replicate
it. Just pour a little bit more.
I got 5 different shades of purple on my desk. Oh, this is fun. I'm having a good time.
Well, you have a bunch of work still to do to get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, I still got about 300 packs of lures to pack up individually.
And, we appreciate everybody. Oh, wait, we got Ivan. That gray craw is deadly. I flipped that style in the Delta. Gonna have to get some custom built for that.
You got it, my friend. Give me a picture of whatever you're talking about.
Yep. Send them a picture, and my computer, because I forgot to plug it in. My computer's gonna die anyway. So
all right, good people.
Thank you guys for watching again. Thursday till starting tomorrow till Sunday at ISE Crappie Closet Lures, and on Sunday, come say happy birthday, and he'll give you a little surprise.
Yeah, we'll give you a little goodie pack,
That.
And we're also, I'm sorry, Ghost is running a special. You guys buy, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 packs of lures, and you get a pack of jig heads. So come on down. We'll be running some specials. We might run a little hot blue light special in honor of Kmart or something like that. You know, I might post something on Instagram. You guys stay tuned. We might post something on Instagram. Hour to hour special. I might even be able to show up with some bass baits over the weekend, maybe a bunch of Cincos or something.
And that's through the Ghost channel, through your channel. Where's the posting at?
Posting will be on Crappie Closet on Instagram and Facebook, and Marlon Carpenter on Facebook.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. If you guys have any other questions, you can always hit me up besides Crappie Closet and Marlon. And you can ask me down below in the comments, or you can hit me up on Instagram, Straight Hook Fishing. And thank all of you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys this weekend at ISE. I will be there on Saturday. He'll be there the whole weekend. Fat Kayak says peace.
All right, man.
Thank you, Fat Kayaks. And everyone else, until next time, I hope you get them.
All right.